You guys like Otso and Derpy, right? Well, now you guys can get them and the gang as stickers! Aren't they just precious? Check them out at the link down below.
Alright, Charlie. So everything's been cleaned, so if you want to move your little, sitting position to anywhere else, you are free to do so. I won't kick you off the bed, or, the big couch over there, I will kick you off the top of the bookshelves, because I don't want you up there. You're getting too old for that, buddy. You can sit on the desk, though. I don't know if Morris would care or mind, but you can sit on mine if you'd like. Did I already feed you today? I had to do so much in here that I don't even remember. It's kind of like a daze at this point.
Korina.
Hello, Thanatos.
I hope you're not too busy right now. I'd like to talk to you.
Sure. What would you like to talk about?
Perhaps we could sit down first.
Okay. Is something wrong?
You've cleaned his room rather well.
Yes, I just finished cleaning it all.
Korina, I hope you don't mind me asking this, but how do you feel about, well, romance?
Like, what specifically about romance?
I guess finding that partner.
Like how I feel? Or... I'm sorry.
Yes.
I just don't understand fully, but...
It's hard for me to explain this in a way. I'm just curious, perhaps if you've have someone in mind when it comes to romance.
Well, it's kinda hard to have anybody in mind when I have, you and Lucknos and Morse around all the time, and spirits. So, my options are kinda limited.
Are you sure there's no one you have in mind for yourself?
Yeah, I, haven't really thought about it since I've been so busy, with my chores and picking up more slack.
And what of Morse?
What about him?
You don't happen to share anything for him, do you?
Why would you, think that?
Lucknos told me that you had inkling feelings for Morse.
I don't know why he would say such a thing.
What do you mean by that?
I'm not trying to, infer he's lying or anything, it's just, I don't see how it is anything you should be concerned over.
So he was telling me the truth? Korina, do you share feelings for Morse?
I do, yes.
Then I'm afraid I have some bad news for you. I believe that you should quell those feelings of yours.
But, it's not something I can just do easily.
Regardless of how easy it may be, I believe you should still quell them or get rid of them.
Why?
Morse is not a person that you should be involved with in a romantic setting. He is brash, dangerous at times. He is many, many things. But he is someone that you should not be with.
He has never raised a hand to me.
Yet,
I don't think he will.
he will prove you wrong.
He gets so upset when he realizes he hurts my feelings. I don't think he could ever have it in himself to harm me. And I've helped take care of Morse when he gets upset and has these fits. I know how to deal with those things to avoid such issues.
Well, I still should not. You still should not be with him.
I mean,
You don't understand Morse's past, where he came from, how my son came to really be. Truly, and I mean truly, understand. Why would you?
I don't need to understand where he came from or what his
Yes.
past is.
You would need to understand. But that is something I shall not talk about. Regardless of all that, you're not to be with him. Do you understand?
Why does it... I mean, I understand having fear of if he's going to harm me, but I know how to handle myself. And Morse won't hurt me. I know he will not harm me.
He will. Eventually, Korina, one way or another. That's not really my concern. Other things that take my mind. Regardless of that, it is still a no.
I just don't think I can accept that.
What do you mean? You can't accept it.
I grew up with Morse.
Mm-hmm.
I've really cared for him my entire life, and those feelings have never gone away.
I would.
And you can't just tell me to let those feelings go. I have tried, and they just keep building.
Then try harder. you still will not be allowed to be with him.
I love him.
Korina, I won't keep repeating myself. The answer is no.
Even if he harms me, that is my mistake I will make.
The answer's no, Korina.
I have done everything for you, and for Morse and Lucknose all throughout these years. This is the one thing I want so desperately, is to at least have a chance with him.
No. You will not. I could give you mountains of gold, riches beyond your wildest dreams, but Morse is something that you cannot have.
I don't want gold. I wouldn't even know where to spend it. Why can't I have him? He can have anyone he wants.
Because you can't.
Just because?
You just...
That's a very
No,
foolish reason.
Because you just can't, Korina.
He can bring back anyone he wants back here, but I can't even try to have him?
No. Because those people, those spirits from other places all over the earth, they don't, they're not here for long. They're here for a stopping moment, a passing second. Morse doesn't love those people. I don't even know how to react to you. You'd be stuck here with him.
I already was.
So regardless of whatever you have to say, it's still a no, Korina.
I just can't accept it.
Why can't you accept that?
I grew up with him. I care for him. And I know
And I
he
would
cares for me
suggest that
too.
you just forget it.
I know he cares for me too, no matter what you say. He must care for me.
Fine. Let's get technical with this then, Korina. Morse is a child of death. He's my son. And that will not ever change, regardless of when I pass or when something else were to happen. He is my child. And when the day comes that he finds a suitor or a mate or whatever, they too will take up the mantle of queen or king or whatever. Until that day, you still remain and shall remain what you are, and that is a servant. If Morse were to find somebody, it would have to be of equal power, I'd say. If he were to be with you, and I mean be with you, not be in bed, the rest of Olympus, the other gods from other realms, would look down on him. Morse, the Prince of Death himself, is dating a servant.
Is that really all you think of me? I'm sorry I disappointed you then, Thanatos.
Korina,
Stay the fuck away from me.
Korina,
Do not speak to me, Thanatos. You made your message clear. I will not mess with your son. Just stay away from me.
Very well.
Fuck you. All my life, really, I grew up thinking that I was really something I wasn't. I didn't know I was such an embarrassment to everybody. That I'm not good enough for anybody. I wasn't good enough for my father, and I'm not good enough here. I really tried hard, too. If my best isn't good enough, then they can get nothing. To hells with all of them. To hells with everything they gave me. I need to start throwing some of their garbage, their stupid gifts away, if they meant nothing.